Hey everyone, my name is Vanessa, and like you, I am a nursing student. I am in my very last semester. I have 3 weeks until I graduate, which is really terrifying, but I'm also proof that even when it seems hard, you can do it. It may take a lot of therapy and caffeine, but you will survive, you will get there. It's a long road, but it's very worth it. And like maybe some of you as well, I have a mental illness and I have generalized anxiety disorder as well as panic disorder. And so I was kind of asked to talk about what that entails as far as what I would want my nurse to know and how I would want them to treat me. I'm not going to get into details about what either of those diseases are because you're going to learn about it if you haven't already. One thing I will say about anxiety is that it can often feel like it's minimized because anxiety is something we all experience. It's a human emotion. So when I tell people I'm feeling anxious, I usually get the, oh, me too, which I get it. Everyone experiences anxiety. However, the way I experience it is very different than the way most people experience it. I understand that anxiety is something everybody experiences, but the way that I kind of give people to kind of understand where I'm coming from is imagine that you're sitting in a chair and you're leaning backwards in it, and it's that moment where you lean a little bit too far and you almost fall and your heart kind of jumps into your throat and you're in that fight or flight response and your adrenaline's pumping, and that's how I feel 24 hours a day. I'm in constant fight or flight, and it's exhausting and it's hard to explain and people don't really get it. So I would just, I don't know, hopefully that helps you kind of understand anxiety disorder a little bit more. So as a nurse, you're kind of able to go in with that understanding. As a nursing student, you're going to hear a lot about therapeutic communication, and that is going to be key in any sort of mental illness, but definitely in anxiety as well. Sometimes you don't really want anybody to give you advice or to talk to you. I think one of the worst things you can say to someone with anxiety is just calm down. Because we're trying to calm down. It's not really helpful, and it actually kind of feels a little condescending. Sometimes just being there for somebody, just taking the time to sit with them or to be in silence is more than enough. And I know as a nurse, you're going to be pulled in 5 trillion directions within your 12-hour shift. You're going to have a lot of patients and they're going to want a lot of attention, and it's going to be hard and you're going to feel like you're spread pretty thin, but charting can wait. I would advise you to really make sure that your patients always come first. And if you have a patient that's in the middle of feeling something like anxiety or panic disorder, they want to know that they're not alone because they already feel really isolated. Anxiety is a very isolating illness because, like I said, it's hard to explain it to people, and sometimes you don't see it on the outside. It's something that only the person who's experiencing it feels, and that makes it a little difficult. So really what I want you to take away from this is that anxiety disorder is real. It is not just something made up for attention or dramatics. It's a real feeling. It's really scary. The first time I had a panic attack, I was 14 and I really thought that I was dying. It's the scariest feeling I've ever experienced, and it happens without warning. And it's hard, and I've had them happen at work, at the mall, in the middle of a movie theater, and it could definitely happen to one of your patients in a hospital. So I would just advise you to be there for them, listen to them, and if they say that they want to talk to them, and if they want to be left alone, leave them alone. Just really focus on your patient, listening to them. Take that time, because that's going to mean the most to a patient with anxiety, is just knowing that you care and that you're there for them. And I think that kind of goes with every mental illness that you could experience. So that's all I really wanted to say. Good luck. You guys will get there. It's so rewarding, even though, you still have the NCLEX looming ahead of you. I know I do, and it's terrifying. I've never felt more fulfilled in my life. So it's worth it. All of the long nights and the crying. I know I cry all the time from stress. It's all worth it. Good luck. Make sure you focus on your patients. You're going to do awesome. Thank you for listening. I ended that really awkwardly, and my anxiety wouldn't allow me to leave it at that. So anyway, thank you again. Good luck. Goodbye.